for blood. Better run, better run. 'Cause here it comes, here it comes. Better run when the wolves come out to play.
Hi guys, preview of the upcoming Wolves game against Arsenal, which is at home at the Molineux. Firstly, let's just update you on squad news. We've had the pre-match press conference this morning, this afternoon with Gary O'Neill. Some disappointing news, upsetting news. Cunha has been injured in the Forest game. It looks like a Nottingham Forest player has kicked him in the calf, and tests have shown that he has damage to that muscle. We've had an update from Liam Keane, the Express Star journalist, that he's going to be out for between 1 to 2 weeks. So definitely going to miss this game and the midweek game as well against Bournemouth. He may be back after that. Fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. We have had an update which is a little bit more positive, that Hwang has 45 minutes in him, so to one half of a game. We've also had an update that Ryan Nori is not going to be available, but not going to be available to start, but could be available in the squad and on the bench. So he could be a bench player, which is obviously great news. He's a great player, and we've definitely missed him. Also, we've had an update on Neto. He's back in training. There were some pictures released yesterday from Wolves. It looks like he's going to get a few games before the end of the season. Craig Dawson as well has had his surgery now. Beforehand, they didn't know whether they were going to go ahead with the surgery or not. It looked like he was only able to give around 10 minutes a game, sat on the bench, and it would probably be like that for the rest of the season. So they had a decision to make, and that decision was that he was going to go ahead with surgery. It is going to put him out for the rest of the season, so we're not going to see him. Which is quite really worrying, because obviously we're playing 3 centre-backs at the moment and no backup really, just academy players. I suppose if we do get an injury, we'll have to go to 4 at the back and use just 2 centre-backs. But I suppose we haven't got that many games left, but it's definitely worrying, the depth there. Bellegarde, he's out. He's not going to be back. I thought maybe by now, with what we were hearing over the last couple of weeks, we might be seeing him at least back in training. In some of the pictures and videos, he's not even been back in training. He was back in training 2 weeks ago, but the latest ones, he's nowhere to be seen. So it looks like maybe he's had a step back. Let's see what happens. We usually get an evening update around 10:30 on the day before a match, so that might give us a bit more information about some of the players. But yeah, definitely a thin squad here, and he has mentioned using some more academy players and maybe even giving some players a debut. For me, it's a really good time to play Arsenal. Not so much about our squad depth, but just in general, they've lost the last 2 games. Some Arsenal fans saying that's it now, the wheels are falling off. I think almost like the players have made a decision that City are definitely going to win the season, and that they're going to come second place, which for them is heartbreaking. So let's see what happens, but we've seen this before with Arsenal. They can get to that point at the end of the season when they know they probably aren't going to win the title, that they can just drop off a little bit and go in holiday mode. Same with Wolves, so that could happen to Wolves, but it could most likely happen to Arsenal. They've done it before, so it is a good time to play in, but unfortunately we haven't got much firepower. So firstly, midfield's fine. We've got loads of players in midfield. So for me, it's going to have to be Doyle, Gomez and Lamina, just because we need to pad the squad out. So we'd have to play them 3 because they're available. I would up, so a 3-5-2, Sarabia and Hwang up top. I'd play the 3 in midfield, maybe have Doyle as like a middle, almost like a false 9 in the middle, as like an attacking mid, that can obviously provide balls to those players. And then, sorry, I didn't say earlier, Semedo is out with an injury, and that's a massive blow. So we're not going to see him at right back. So we haven't got much choice really than to play Matt Doherty there. So yeah, it's his time to step up. That's what he came in for, to be pretty much a replacement for Semedo. So he's going to have to start as right wing back. Nori is going to be on the bench, so I would play Hugo Bueno. as left wing back and bring it Nori on when, as long as we know the minutes that are available from him, from the medical staff, and that's when we bring him on. Maybe, you never know, they might say half an hour, so it'd be good to see him come on and obviously attack. He's just a brilliant ball carrier, brilliant player, and someone we've definitely missed. Centre-backs speak for themselves. I just think it will be Santi Bueno, who I thought has been playing all right recently, Kilman, and Totti Gomez. So them three in the centre backs roles. So to be honest, we ain't got many options. So apart from that, maybe bring on Boubacar Traore as a sub for when Hwang has to come off. That's all we've got. So you can feel Gary O'Neill's frustration. It's really upsetting for him. It's terrible, really. He obviously wanted people to come in January, and he didn't get backed, and we're now looking terrible, especially in the attacking areas. Yeah, it's disappointing, really disappointing, and he's going to be really upset about it. So hopefully it means it's a reality check for the squad. They can look into, for the chairman, look into transfers in the summer, because we definitely need to be backed. Need to have at least 2 or 3 more attackers, ideally another defender. So yeah, it's massive. So yeah, that's everything from me, guys. Quick prediction. I think we'll lose. I think due to them being on a bit of a bad patch at the moment, maybe it's not going to be as bad as maybe we first thought. I think the score will be... I think Arsenal will win by 3 goals, and we'll maybe score 1, because we don't seem to be scoring that many recently, and we seem to be letting a lot of goals in. So yeah, I reckon Arsenal will score 3, we'll score 1. So yeah, hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully we can get something out of it. You never know, these kind of games. Sometimes we step up, and sometimes we get a result against the bigger squads, the bigger teams. So yeah, fingers crossed we get something, guys. Thanks, bye bye.